Hello, fire signs. Nice to see you here. This is a reading for fire signs, a general reading, so not everything may resonate, but just take what does and leave the rest. This reading is all about covering the full moon in Scorpio coming up on April the 27th. This full moon is a super moon. It is, the moon's so much closer to Earth, so it's going to have a greater impact. It's in Scorpio, which is a sign of more emotional, subjective life and energies. It's about the psychology of life. They tend to go there easily. And so you may find you may find yourself being triggered more emotionally. There might be an amplification in relationships emotionally around you. So just be mindful of that. Maybe find some ways to channel that in a different direction. Journaling is what I'm recommending. I just feel compelled to say that. Doing some journaling, allowing those prompts to just to be able to just step away and take care of it in your own way. So, okay, let's move into this fire signs. Okay, we have, wow, the Empress and your underlying energy, and then the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Wands. I see here, and the Two of Cups, goodness. I see here, this could be a signal of pregnancy for some people out there. There's a loving connection here, absolutely. You seem to be moving away from putting your defensives down is what I'm getting here. We have the World card coming up in your recent past, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. You have some burden and some conflict in your past showing up here, fire signs. You may be able to put that behind you. We have the Devil coming up in your present, the Knight of Wands right in the middle of your reading. There you are, and the Six of Wands. Feeling some victory. You could have moved beyond. For some of you, you could have moved beyond some addictions. You've been able to quit smoking, drugs and alcohol, that kind of a thing. At least put them at bay. I feel like that you feel success in that regard. For some of you as well, there could be an attempt to do that, an attempt even to move away from obsessive thinking. Some of that devil energy could be coming and going, back and forth. You're having successes, wins and losses, that kind of a thing. Nine of Pentacles coming up in your near future, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. There's something here that's going to be very gratifying for you, fire signs, because you are moving right into some area of financial stability, family life, all things that a lot of us strive for. Security. I think you're at the end of the day, you're going to be discerning and understanding through any hardships endured getting there what your truth is. Absolutely. So let's clarify. We will clarify let's clarify that Five of Wands first. Clarifying the Five of Wands for the fire signs. Clarifying the Five of Wands. So we have the Page of Wands and the Four of Pentacles to clarify the Five of Wands. Seems that in the past you have had some spark of an idea, just as fire signs do, wanting to take action on that and having some kickback from people, some resistance, arguing over how to go about that, how to approach that, and you were definitely holding on to your idea, your ideal is what I'm getting, and there was some stress around that. Sorry, there was some stress around that with the Eight of Swords. You were up in your head, feeling stuck, like you couldn't really move forward. There's too much coming at you. Let's clarify the World card. Clarify the World card. Clarify the World card. Another page. Page of Cups. Clarifying the World card for fire signs. There we go. I'm going to get one more. I'm being guided to do that. Okay, so you have the King of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Seven of Wands to clarify the World card. Putting to rest, closing off a chapter where you had deep love for someone and they you. There may have been a need for an apology that either didn't come and left you feeling defensive and resistant, or resistant to actually expressing an apology yourself. But there's a great deal of love and compassion for the situation, but I feel like it wasn't feeling productive to you and you had to close that cycle out. This may be connected, of course, to the situation where people are around you and arguing with you about how to take a step forward, and that could be toward there's the happy ending card with all things family and friends and celebration and union. But there's definitely been some resistance coming on here. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands for the fire signs. Ten of Wands. Okay. You have the Empress. These are almost like opposite cards. You have the Empress and the Five of Pentacles to clarify the Ten of Wands. The Five of Pentacles is pointing out why you may have had such a long haul of it, is that you felt that you didn't have enough. Now, this could be monetarily for some. You didn't have enough to take care of the path that you were on, to manage the path that you were on. It felt very burdensome, and you were at the point where you were able to put it down. Now, you may be able to for some of you, it may be a question of feeling like you can put down the sense of lack. If you're walking around feeling like you don't have enough to offer someone or the situation, or even monetarily, that is a huge burden that some may have been able to put down in the past. The presence of the Empress is talking about, in this case, it's talking about self-care, being creative when you can and where you can, allowing yourself to experience sensuality, sexuality, feeling good in your own skin, moving into your authentic self is a great remedy for any sense of unworthiness, feeling lack, and feeling the burden of life mounting. There's the Knight of Swords, indicating that with this component of the people around you that are arguing and all of that, that was prevalent. There was anger and kind of impulsive kind of action that may not have served the situation. So let's clarify the Devil. Okay, we have the Justice card. Okay. Wow, Justice card and the Chariot, clarifying the Devil. Devil energy could be a Capricorn. We have a Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, any of the fire signs, a Taurus, any of the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Again, a Taurus is figuring here. Yeah, and another Libra as well. So with the presence of the Justice card and the Chariot, I think there's a recognition here for someone about the karmic nature of what you've been recently put through or where your life has taken you. And you are balancing that out. I feel for some that this has to do with health and that you're able to turn some, I think I mentioned that earlier, that just came up. There's something to do with health, and you've been able to balance some of that, those missteps that we take with our health that render us not confident and feeling not enough. I think you've been able to balance those things out, gotten to the truth of what you need to do. For others here, I see a strong, successful movement forward, either with that health issue or with, this could be that something surfaced that needed contracts or a legal situation of some kind, and that you have success with that. It's turned in your favor somehow. Somehow it turned in your favor. So there's the Six of Swords, indicating that you have you've moved away from a situation that no longer serves you, gotten yourself into some calmer waters. The fact that you have the Empress here twice just is really talking to me about health so far, that you have reached a point where you turned that around, is what I'm hearing, and walked away from behaviors that weren't serving you. Clarifying, here we go. We have the High Priestess and the Eight of Pentacles. Clarifying the Knight of, and this actually came out mostly reverse, so I'm going to take it reverse, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is an on-again, off-again energy. It is something that I feel that you know that you have been functioning under, is in again, out again, in again, out again. And this could be, if it's a health-related issue, that it's taken a while to get loose of these addictions to, and addictions is a pretty strong word, but it can be addictions to work, as we have seen here, addictions to work, addictions to and the imbalance that creates for anything from your diet to substance abuse, that kind of thing. I think you know what it is that you needed to do, and you're finally taking steps to do that. This is in your present position. We have the Page of Swords that's talking about messages that may be around you. You could be watching people online that are helping support your new endeavor to live a more healthful life. Six of Wands, clarifying the Six of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups and the Death card to clarify the Six of Wands. I think you've been very successful with transforming this aspect of your life. I'm seeking right now just to see if this has a basis more in a relationship. I think you have the support of a relationship with you for some of you. You have the Two of Cups figuring on the internal life. And I think you've moved away from a defensive stance with what happened in the past, and you have the support of someone who nurtures you and encourages you to pay attention to self-care, to be more creative. And it's really been beneficial for you because you're clearly transforming here. And you have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. So absolutely, you're making the right choices, and you have support, loving support, soulmate level support around you at this time. Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles for the fire signs. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles for the fire signs. Okay, clarify the Nine of Pentacles for the fire signs. Okay. One more. Clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. Jeez. They're feeling really stuck, these cards, just in this moment. Hasn't happened through this whole reading, but now they're just feeling stuck. I don't know what that's about. Okay. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Seven of Swords to clarify the Nine of Pentacles. I feel that there is some levels of self-deception that are being addressed right now, again with the support of others around you. I think someone who you're working with right now is helping you see much more clearly where you self-sabotage in areas of your life. This is such a different reading than I normally have, because it's very I just keep feeling about the health piece. I think this is about self-sabotage, and this is around your work, that you may have just worked too much, too long, too hard, or driving yourself into the ground is what I'm hearing. Driving yourself into the ground to try to produce that happy life. And you have, in the near future, you're right there, you're at the Nine of Pentacles, which is reaping the benefits of all that hard work and effort. So very, very positive. And there's the Six of Swords showing up to indicate that you can move away from this this self-sabotaging behaviors. Clarifying the Ten of Pentacles for the fire signs. Clarifying the Ten of Pentacles for the fire signs. Okay. Oh. We have, wow, lots of swords coming up for you now. Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords. Clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like there's a family situation here for someone here that is, you've moved toward this security and stability and family union all around you, but there's something about this situation that something about the past, either a person from the past or a situation that is cycling back around to need your attention now. It needs your attention. You're feeling blocked. You've been blocking your heart of some family member here. It creates anxiety when you consider them or the situation at hand. You do have the Justice card here. This could be some legal situation that did or did not go in your favor or their favor, and it's creating some anxiety for you. There's Victory card once again showing up here, so I think that it's going to get rectified. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords here for your outcome, fire signs. Clarify the Queen of Swords. You have the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Wands, clarifying the Queen. You're moving away from the battle-weary state that you've gotten yourself into, or that has been part of your equation. You're moving away from that into calmer waters. I think you're being more decisive, and you're kind of seeing now from you have a better vantage point, is what I'm hearing. You have a better vantage point to seeing what path serves you the best and serves for everyone. I think you're able to move more off of your stance. You have the Eight of Cups twice, moving away from defensiveness, moving away from the struggle, the constant struggle. Yeah, you have, this is a reading to me about the betterment of one's life, about that health is playing a really vital, important piece of your happiness, of your stability, There's a karmic relationship that you have with something here. It triggers all kinds of behaviors, and it affects you. It affects your career. It affects relationships, deep relationships that you have with family members. There's some connection there that I'm getting. So let's finish off the reading. We have the Queen of Swords coming up again. She's just the Queen of Swords is someone who's seen a lot. I don't know if I mentioned this, but she's seen a lot, and she cuts through the BS and gets to the truth of the matter. And she's very wise. By the time she gets here, she's very wise in understanding the balance of life and how to move about that. But you have success. You have the Chariot and the Six of Wands twice. So beautiful. So we're using the wisdom of the Oracle to finish off the readings today. See what input we have from this oracle. Okay. Flexible. I think that speaks for itself. Flexible. The flexible card is about, yielding where you need to yield, being in touch with your wisdom over time to understand where it's best to bend like the willow tree instead of standing like the mighty oak, So this is a 19. Flexible. Teachability. Now there's a word you don't hear very often. Teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. Absolutely. Being adaptable. I love that. A tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, as a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains subtle and secure with everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. And that's true. If you remain flexible in situations, you generate the impetus of that flexibility in others. It's, not always, but generally speaking. So I hope that's helpful. Fire signs, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. And until then, take care. Bye.